Hey, this will be a video chart on TDGI. Very nice looking chart here, and over the past 4 days, clearly showing it's coming back to life. But what separates today from all the other days is simply just this guy down here, the volume bar. Today, very nice, way above average. When you look back here over the past few weeks, not even really close in terms of whether or not this bar is bigger than those. Obviously these days are bigger, but for the sake of argument, in the short term, way above average volume, had a nice gap up, and still closed green. So I want to get the chart updated here. I've gotten quite a few requests on it, so I kind of want to get it mapped out so people know what to look for from the technical analysis viewpoint. Now, the first thing that stands out to me on this chart is how it made a textbook move right off the middle Bollinger Band or 20-day simple moving average. Actually, let me take a step back. It's done it twice now in a row. The first time was right here where the chart first came to life. Had a big move up here. You can see that volume started to creep in. You look this way, basically no volume bars. So the chart came to life, and then we had this consolidation phase. And then look right where it decided to come back to life again, at this red line here, which is the middle Bollinger Band or the 20-day simple moving average. Are both the same thing. Then once again, chart came back to life, made a huge move, and then repeated history. History repeating itself. Classic example right here. And then, surprise, surprise, look right where the chart came back to life. Pulled all the way back to the 20-day simple moving average, and then we now see the results. It has come back to life again. Now, the only difference being that we still haven't put in a higher high. The last time it came back to life, we had the previous high over here, and then obviously it broke it there. This time, our previous high is up here, getting close but not quite there. But nonetheless, the point I was trying to make here is that it's nice to see that this 20-day simple moving average right here is doing a good job of acting as support. So the key really becomes, can this still hold as support, and are we going to make a new high up there? So from a supporting standpoint, I think the easiest way to look at the chart and to kind of answer all the questions about where it supports is it's basically the 20-day simple moving average. That's the one you want to see hold. If it doesn't hold, then you do have some support down here at 0.015, but nobody wants to see it fall down that low. And then after 0.015, do have the 50-day simple moving average, but that's just getting too low. We need to see more strength out of the chart than that. So the key support, you do have another one up here, which would be nice to hold right around this area, which is at about 0.028. So that is the area of support that is static, meaning it doesn't move with time. But our dynamic support, and the key one that we ideally want to see hold, is going to be the 20-day simple moving average right here. Now on the other side of the equation, the support, it seems we have a little minor one here at the previous high right over there on that day. You can see on the 28th of December, it came up and hit a high of 0.034, and then today's high was at 0.0345, so basically the same price. So this is looking to be somewhat of a resistance. I don't think it's going to be too hard. I think if the price can get back up there again, it shouldn't have much trouble getting through it. So I'm just going to make that a skinnier red line to represent that I don't think it's going to be too heavy up there, especially after it already went up there once. I'm sure this weakened it up pretty good. But the key resistance is just obviously going to be the previous high. You can see that every time, or when this high was broken, made a nice big move. Will that happen? I don't know, but very clearly, this chart has been doing a pretty good job of history repeating itself. So if there is a nice high volume break of this, I wouldn't be surprised to see it make another nice big move up. But one step at a time. First, just got to make sure that we can get through these resistance levels, and then also, and I think more importantly, hold our support levels, because holding your support levels represents higher bases, and that's what you want to see in the longer term. Obviously, we had a base down here. After the big move, it pulled back and then did put in a higher low. We had this low, and then we had our second low here. Had a big move up, and then with this pullback, we had the low right up here. So this is our third low, and what's great about this one is, obviously it's much higher than these first two, so that's really good to see. So for the time being, really what we're looking at is making sure these support levels hold. Once again, we have a level here at about 0.028, but the important one is a middle Bollinger Band here, this 20-day simple moving average, and then we have these two areas of resistance. Hopefully volume can stay strong. The stronger volume on any sort of these breaks, the more confidence you can have in it. So the rest of this week should be pretty interesting here. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is everything's free. We've been making some good money together, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was TDGI. Thanks for listening.